none other than Reek, the proprietor of Too Cool Too Kind. And you see in the title of the thumbnail, it says "Say It Ain't So," and none other than the man with all the wisdom that you tune in for, Old School. How you doing?
Hey, good people. Happy weekend. Thank the Lord it's Friday.
Most definitely.
Thank Him for every day,
Every
not
day.
just Friday, every day.
Your up days and your down
All
days.
that. Just thank Him for having air to breathe,
That too.
and getting you up and moving you along.
Mm-hmm.
How y'all doing? Hope everybody's doing all right.
Right.
God bless you and plenty more good days ahead for you, I hope and pray.
Right.
Well, what we tell them about, Rick? Some of my old experiences.
Yeah, some of the tales of old school.
Yeah,
Cause remember that's what the show used to be called. These are the tales. Cause
that's right. That's right. And they're real tales.
right.
Not tales of uh, the tales of the
Crypt.
creeps.
Yeah.
Yeah, real tales. Tales
Mm,
of life.
life. Life
You know?
lessons.
Yeah.
And hopefully you can use it in your sojourn to improve your situation.
That's right. And live and learn a little something.
Right.
Because I'm glad God has blessed me to come through with in a lot of different situations.
Right.
And
But the one that I found most interesting, we were just having a casual conversation a couple days ago, and we was even thinking about going live. You just telling me this, I'm like, listen, I'm like, man, if he told the people this, I know they'd be like, ooh, I
yeah,
don't even know how I'd be able to handle it under that type of pressure. But you, from what you was telling me, you was just staying cool, calm, and collective
oh
under
yeah,
that such situations.
oh yeah. And the Lord was with me.
He most definitely had to be with you.
He's with you all the time.
Huh.
So it's best to give Him your time when you can. You know what I mean?
Right,
And to know that you can't do nothing without Him.
right,
And I don't care if you call yourself doing something trying to pull the wool over somebody's eyes, or trying to be sneaky or slick or whatever.
right.
Like my mama used to always say. Yours probably used to say that. You ever used to have grandma say that, Rick? There's always a watching eye.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Oh, you said eyes on the sparrow.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
God's eyes on the sparrow.
That's right. On the sparrow and on the human too.
Exactly.
You
So
did?
whatever you think you're getting away with,
Right.
you ain't getting
On
away
the
with.
blackbirds and the squirrels and everything. His
Right,
eyes is on everything.
right.
But anyways,
Fama wants me to put them in, so let me dial them up.
we can keep rolling, can't
Yeah,
we?
yeah. You keep going.
Yeah. Just want to let y'all know about growing up a little bit as a young man, thanking the Lord.
Yeah, what's going on with the people?
How you doing, big boss?
Hey,
And we just speaking about, you know, I'm sure other people done experienced some of that kind of stuff too, Reek.
Yeah,
Big man, we just talking about when I was a
young man,
younger man.
younger
Yeah,
man.
I still feel I'm a young
Right,
man.
right. You always young.
You know what I mean? Uh, I love to get the age of our great auntie, 108.
and,
You
and,
dig it?
and some more.
And some more, and still be drinking lemon limes.
Huh.
You know,
Passing my time.
that's right, that's right, and walking and talking
Mm-hmm.
with your mind being still
Sharp.
right, steady. And anyways, people, just getting back to the start off of what Reek was discussing with me when we was talking the other day. You know, and I don't know if I discussed that with you too, big man, when I was, coming up, like I said, and learning different things and experimenting with different young ladies
Mm-hmm.
in my life, you know, and I just want to tell y'all people in the world, not just for the young men, for the young ladies too.
All right, yeah, this goes for
It
them
goes
too.
both ways.
Both
It goes
ways.
both ways, Jack.
Huh.
It's best to, like when we always say, be nice. It's nice to be nice, but you got to be careful too.
Yeah.
You got to be very careful, especially, you know, when you're not legally having a spouse,
Yeah.
you know. But if you
Don't
do,
don't let nice go too far.
right,
Shit.
exactly. What's the name of what we got the title as?
Say it ain't
Say it
so.
ain't so. Yeah, because because you never know.
Right.
Say it ain't so because you never know, and it's best to, like I said, to try to know what you're doing.
Yeah,
So
because I look at it like this. I'll speak for, I'll stand in for
go
the
ahead.
youngster that be like, oh, I know my broad. I know what she be doing. I know when she's coming and going. I
Right,
got her figured out.
right, and you don't,
Right.
because learning from another lady
Mm-hmm.
like my mother, bless her soul.
Right.
That's where I learned
Hmm.
things about a lady.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? I don't know if y'all ever heard, a woman. I don't know if I ever told you this, Reek. A brother can go to work, a brother or another brother, a Hebe or whatever, whoever, a young man, an old man, and he, like you just said, can be so confident he think, and his woman being so, goody good troop. You
Mm-hmm.
understand?
Right.
My ma, I said, for real, ma? When she told me that, it blew my mind, man.
Hmm.
She said, boy, don't you know? Now this is from a woman talking. She said, don't you put all your, trust in, when she knows somebody ain't right. You dig?
Mm-hmm.
She said, don't you know a woman could fuck around and uh, give her body away while you at work or wherever you at, away from the house. And when it's time for you to have her, all she gotta do is jump in the tub and clean up,
Snap
and her
back.
shit'll draw back up.
Hmm.
You know,
Hmm.
and act like her pussy'd be like a squirrel or something. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, to tighten back up.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Right.
and I said, whoa, you know, and that taught me something right
Right.
then and there,
Uh-huh.
to not have all, you know, that your faith,
But
all
but
your go ahead,
but tell me this though, with being a younger man at one point, you were feeling yourself a little bit. Is from what I get from the
The
conversation.
story I told you
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was like I said, I felt fancy foot free.
Right.
You know what I mean? I didn't belong to no one some motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so, like Big Man said, moving around, chopping it up. So, anyways, people, make a long story short, short story long. Uh, I had this little chick that took a liking to me. She was a pretty little thing, too. Very
Okay.
pretty.
Hmm.
Birthday, same area as mine, same sign.
Oh,
Yeah,
Scorpio.
yeah, she was good to me, man.
Mm.
I ain't gonna lie, she was good to me. Used to give me her car and shit, and I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't rolling at the time.
Right.
She had a good job. Used to dress sharp and shit and made good money and had a badass place.
And essentially, like you said, she chose you because she was also trying to choose someone else
Yeah, right, right, right.
in the family.
Right, right. And you know, and in my conscience mind, I didn't, I knew that,
Right.
that she's being a little too close, but I figured, well, you know, uh, I ain't got no children
Right.
with the broad,
Mm-hmm.
and didn't have none anyway,
Right.
and so, and she didn't have any,
Mm-hmm.
and so, everything was just good looks and lust. You understand?
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna just say it like that: good looks and lust. Because she was pretty pretty mannish, pretty, you know what I mean? Pretty fast.
Mm.
You dig?
Okay.
And so you know, I kicked her down a notch. I tried to slow her down a bit.
Mm-hmm.
When she called herself trying to fuck with me.
Right.
You dig? So, anyways, like I said, slowing the story down, um, she called herself wanting to fuck with me and liking me
Mm-hmm.
and was really liking me.
Right.
And I liked her
Mm-hmm.
enough to fuck with her, not just to uh, fuck with her because of her material things.
Right.
She was a nice little lady.
Mm-hmm.
So, make a long story short, folks, she wasn't the only one that called herself liking me.
See, and this was the story. If some
Just a flip flop.
flip flop, or some females listening, I knew it was coming. It always someone else.
Well, yeah, like I said, now remember what I started off saying? I mean, I wasn't married to nobody,
Right.
and I didn't have nobody in specific, you know what I mean, that had a strong hold on me.
Right.
And then I wasn't trying to be dominant, and tell them, that you can't fuck with nobody else.
Right.
So, you know, uh, I just kind of thought things was, you know, open,
Hey,
open
okay.
in the air.
Right.
For just be safe and enjoy and have fun.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we started doing,
Mm-hmm.
and then it got better. She asked me to come hang out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I grabbed some clothes and shit. I was still a mama's boy, you know. I didn't have my own place yet.
Right.
I grabbed some shit out the house and slung my shit over to her house.
Mm-hmm.
You dig? And it was nice. Like I said, she was treating me nice, taking care of me. Uh,
Now, what kind of place was
goodly.
this?
It was a
Was it
beautiful place, like a little condo.
okay? So it was up in the
Up
air,
in the
up
air.
in the air.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, like a New York apartment,
Okay.
way up high.
Okay.
You dig?
Yeah.
Because like I said, she been to college, had a degree, made
Okay.
good money,
Mm.
was rolling a brand new car and shit,
Mm.
riding, looking really good. Kept her hair fixed beautifully and new clothes every day.
Hmm.
She had everything except for a child.
Hmm.
You dig?
Yeah.
And I didn't want no child with her. You know what I mean?
Right.
She was, like I said, a nice lady. I wasn't ready for no child, and she knew it, and she wasn't either.
Mm-hmm.
But the way we was moving and grooving, a child could have jumped up. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
But thank the Lord it didn't.
True.
You know, because I was just still a child.
Right.
You might as well say I was in my 20s, early 20s.
Hmm.
You dig?
Mm-hmm.
So make a long story shorter, people. Like I said, we got you kicking it well, good, for some months. Months turn into more months. Long time, long time.
Mm-hmm.
Then, like I said, I'd drop her off to work. She'd go to work, I'd pick her up. Left me with the car all day because I was still going to school.
Okay.
I'd go to school, go home, and after school, you know, I was taking some college courses.
Okay.
And I'd go pick her up and go home, and we'd lay back, you know, living nicely, man. I want to say,
Right.
you know, and the Lord was blessing me, you know,
Mm-hmm.
her too,
Right.
you know, because she was enjoying me and I was enjoying her.
Right.
And then I went out one time. I
Mm.
went out to a club,
Right.
and another little chickadee, little fine motherfucker, man, had her eyes on me. A little younger. She was younger than me.
Okay.
She knew it.
Huh.
And, you know,
You said all you can remember her by is she was from New York.
New York. And she had that little accent. And she was a pretty little big-eyed motherfucker,
Mm.
you know? And she had a boyfriend.
Mm.
She had a boyfriend.
Mm.
But she didn't give a fuck. You dig? She didn't give a fuck
She
about
said it
him.
didn't matter. I'm
Wait a
digging
minute,
you.
man. The nigga had a new car and everything.
Mm.
So that goes to show you shit don't mean shit.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? When you get motherfucker got material
Yeah.
things. That don't
Oh,
get,
nigga, I
right,
got the
right.
latest and
I'm
greatest.
just saying, you know, that don't get it all the time. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, just cause you shining and flossing and shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? If a motherfucker like you, they
Yeah,
like
she
you,
like
man.
you. She
You know?
digging you.
You know, you could be in a Jed Clappett wagon. You know what I mean? A Beverly Hills car or something.
Right.
You know, the bitch like you, she
Still
like
loving
you,
your
man.
dirty
Right,
draws.
right. And so, anyways, you know, we swapped up numbers and shit, and we got to talking back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I asked her, and she didn't have no kids.
Okay.
You know?
So nobody got kids in this equation.
Right. Pretty hair and everything. She was a jazzy little motherfucker, man.
Mm.
You dig?
Huh.
And she loves some shit out of me.
Mm.
You understand?
Yeah.
She used to treat me nice, didn't ask me personal questions and shit.
Oh, yes.
You know what
great.
I mean? Didn't ask whose car is this and that and this. You know, none of that shit.
Right.
She wouldn't bother me about nothing. She just wanted to be around me.
Mm-hmm.
Period. And so I took a liking to her.
Right.
You dig?
At the same time when the other ones.
Same time. I knew that, you know, sooner or later something had to give.
Yeah.
You know what I
always
mean?
do.
You know, and so, but like my mama used to tell me, you ain't married. You can play the field, son. You know? And that's what I call myself trying to do. Playing in the motherfucking field. You know, without hurting nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Without
Not all up in their face or anything like that.
Not trying to hurt no motherfucker, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just being me. Because like I said, I wasn't married, no kids, you know. And, you know, I was enjoying myself.
Yeah.
Enjoying my life.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, good people, make a long story shorter. See, and I had one child. I would take that back. My baby was born.
Okay.
You understand?
All right.
But me and
But
her
not
mama,
between none of them.
no, but me and her mama had been done.
Right.
You understand? You know, because you know, the shit she brought me through. You know, I thank the Lord that I got over that shit.
Yeah, you got your eyes open early.
Trying to bring me through all kind of complications. You know, I dug her and shit, but I wasn't gonna just keep putting up with, you know, sticking guns in my pocket to go see my daughter and all that kind of shit. You know, somebody would have got fucked up. You know, and that's what I did have to do for a little while.
Right.
You understand? You know, because people thought they was gonna jump on me.
Yeah, test
different
you.
folks and
Right.
shit and all this kind of, man, fuck that shit. You know what I mean? I can duke, you know, with 2 or 3 motherfuckers. You know what I mean? But other than that, a whole heap of you motherfuckers, somebody finna fall down. You know?
Right.
And so, anyways, getting back to the point, my life was getting better.
Right,
You
right.
dig it?
You're
It was
right.
getting better. You know,
Mhm.
like I said, my mama, she made me dry up. Nigga, dry your eyes. Quit crying over that one woman. Your
Mhm.
daughter gonna get big enough to come fuck with you anyway.
Right.
And that's exactly what my baby did.
Hmm.
As a matter of fact, I seen her Father's Day, y'all.
Hmm.
She looked like a little queen.
Hmm.
She looked like my mama.
Hmm.
You know, she loved her some daddy.
Hmm.
But anyways, make a long story shorter, again, getting back to the story about the other little bug-eyed, fine motherfucker. You understand? You know, uh, we finally started seeing each other a little bit.
Okay.
She was slipping around, getting away from that nigger.
Mhm.
You know, the nigga had a nice car.
Mm.
He did. He had a bad motherfucker. He had a Riviera.
Mm.
You understand? You know, and it was new.
Yeah, Rivieras back in the day was
Yeah,
the
it was
shit.
new, man.
Right.
And nice Buick. She didn't have shit. He didn't. So I guess but women do what they need to do. You understand?
Mhm.
Maybe the nigga, since he thought he was a pretty boy, he probably called himself having other little ladies
True.
and shit, and wasn't spending no time with her. And
Yeah,
so
he was
that's
lagging
why
and slagging
she
with that.
fucking right, and that's why I believe, not only so much of that, she took a notion to fuck with me.
Right.
And so like I said, we got to fucking around and shit. And anyways, people, make a long story short, the other young lady that I was shacking with,
Yeah.
I dug her. Don't get me wrong, I dug her. But this other little girl was a little younger than her. She was a little younger. So she probably had a little more gas left.
A little more sugar and
Right,
spice.
right. But they were both nice. With their sugar and spice. They were both nice. Both petite little fine motherfuckers, man.
Mm.
And so, make a long story short again, people, uh,
You brought
you
her
got to
back.
be careful. You just got to be careful when you're fucking around with, I think we covered that before, when you got a couple of people liking you. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And you ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings and shit.
Right.
And so, uh, one day, I'm going to get to the nip of the bud of this shit so y'all can know, from old school.
Hmm.
Just be careful and watch yourselves. And still be nice. You can still, have 4 or 5 little friends. But just be cool and be careful.
Yeah, how
So
you
nobody
conduct
won't
that
get
whole situation.
right. So nobody won't get fucked up. And see, that's how I believe nothing transpired either. Because I was nice to that one that I was shacking with.
Okay.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And see, and me treating her nice, that's probably why she didn't want to start no shit.
Yeah, lessen the load of what
Right,
happened,
of the
what went
friction.
down. Yeah.
And so, anyways, good people, uh, shit got crossed up.
Mhm.
Here we go.
Mhm.
So, so the young lady that I was hanging out with that had the car and shit, you understand? You know, they had a work party. Oh no, not calling back. They had a work party,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
And so at her work party, uh,
You didn't attend.
no, I
Okay.
didn't attend. I didn't want to attend. She had me. Said here, keep the car and just drop me off.
Oh,
You
okay.
know what I mean? And come and pick me up.
Right.
I'm gonna call you
Yeah.
when I want you to come and get me.
Yeah.
I
Come
said,
swoop me.
okay. I said, okay, babe. I'll be at the crib. And that was a motherfucking outing for me to jump with that other little thing.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I did, people.
Hmm.
I went and picked that other little girl up. I picked her up. Y'all gonna think, oh, old school, dirty old motherfucker. motherfucker. But I wasn't. I wasn't. I wasn't being dirty. I was just being me.
Right.
Young and me.
I got to be
Right,
me.
right. What else can I be?
Right.
And so, make a long story short, what I did was I went and got her. The other little one that called herself liking me
Yeah.
a whole lot. And I went and got that girl, folks. And that was probably, I shouldn't have did that. But the car was too small
Mm.
to fuck around and try to, you know, get groovy in the car,
Okay.
because she just had a little car, the
Yeah.
one that I was living with, hanging and shacking with. So I fucked around and took a gamble.
Mm.
And I brought that little young motherfucker to where I was staying,
Ooh.
to her house.
Ooh. The cardinal sin.
Yeah, I brought her to her house, people.
Huh.
And all of a sudden, big man, did I tell you about that or no?
Did you? Yes.
Yeah,
But
I
tell the
think I
people. But
did.
tell the people though. Tell the
Yeah,
people.
yeah. I brought that girl to her house. And, and it ain't really funny because some shit could have transpired. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I brought her to her house, the whole situation backfired on me.
Mm.
You dig? And what I mean, people, how it backfired. Don't forget, the one that I was hanging out with, shacking with, driving her car and shit, she told me that she was going to call me.
Right.
I don't think she tried to set me up because because I didn't give her no hinkling that I was fucking around anyway.
Right. Right.
You know?
Right.
So what the fuck went on was she got tired of the party.
Mm.
She wanted to come be with some me. You dig?
Yeah.
And she left the motherfucking party early. And she had somebody from work bring her home.
Ooh.
She didn't even call
Ooh.
and warn a nigga or say, I'm on my way. Are you there?
Right.
Because I had keys and everything.
Mm.
And matter of fact, she had a key to her own place.
But meanwhile, while she's
ahead.
doing all this, you're back at the tilt,
Wait a minute.
enjoying yourself.
Right. They already know. I brought the other little fine motherfucker into her house.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right. We started enjoying my motherfucking self. All the way down to the motherfucking, your baby suit.
Right.
And so all of a sudden, man, things was going nice.
Mm-hmm.
You know how a motherfucker get to grooving and shit
Yes.
when they're having a good time, and being intimate and shit. That's why I'm gonna just keep it real on the radio.
Right.
And all of a sudden, like I said, she didn't call the lady that I had her car, and I had her car parked at her house,
Ooh.
up in the house,
Ooh.
in her house,
Mm.
up in her motherfucking bedroom with this other motherfucking thing.
Mm.
And man, something said though, like Jimmy the Cricket, I'm no fool, no siree. I play safe for you and me. So I put the chain on the door. She had a chain on the door.
Yeah.
That's an extra chain. You got to unlock it from the inside.
Yeah.
So that was the only motherfucking thing that stopped me from being seen.
Ooh.
With my birthday suit on. So what had happened? She came into the motherfucking hallway, knocked on the door after she tried to open it with her key.
Yeah.
Sounded all groggy and sexy and wanting to be with me. Open the door, it's me.
Oh,
You know,
oh.
I said, "Oh, that's you." I sounded like Womack. I said, I said, what? I said, okay, hang on a minute.
Damn.
And man,
Ooh.
this shit was like Popeye and Brutus.
Mm.
Clothes got the flying all in the air and shit. I fucked around, had my socks in my, didn't get the socks on, had my drawers in my back pocket and shit. And I looked at her, and I looked where we were, and I looked up at the sky, and I looked at the balcony. I said, no, I ain't gonna do that, Lord. She might die. And I got ready to say, jump.
Oh.
But I said, nah, fuck it. I'm gonna let her in and just go on and
Face
say
the
what I
music.
need to say.
Oh,
You know,
shoot.
so I let her in,
Yeah.
and then when I let her in,
Yeah.
all of a sudden,
Yeah.
she came in
Mm-hmm.
and she said, she looked at me.
Yeah.
She couldn't help but to look.
So old girl was in eyesight.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
They looked at each other.
Oh.
That little young fine motherfucker who had a little broad grin on her face.
Mm-hmm.
I said, oh. And the one that I was shacking with,
Yeah.
she got a little smirky, a little bit, and she said, who is that?
Mm.
And I said, oh, uh, 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 it's just a friend.
This is a
I said,
friend.
it's just a friend of mine.
Uh.
And I introduced them to each other. I said,
Uh.
oh, this is so-and-so, and this is so-and-so.
Uh.
And then I knew I hurt her. I knew
Yeah.
I hurt her feelings.
Yeah.
But the little young motherfucker wasn't hurt.
Oh, you know she wasn't hurt.
No, she wasn't hurt at all.
She was getting some good hurt.
Right.
Just a little bit earlier.
Right. And so anyways, I went on, folks, and withdrawed myself away from that relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's about the only thing I can tell y'all. And so,
But I have to
just
say,
be careful.
because it ain't blessed, you ain't blessed to have a situation go down like that where there's no complications of altercations.
Right. Because, you know, she could have been a wild woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she could have had her motherfucking Roscoe in her pocketbook. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And could have just said, hey, fuck you and her.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, and it ain't worth all that. So, enjoy yourselves. Have a good time. But just watch yourself.
Right.
And be careful. That's the only thing I can suggest. You know?
Yes, sir.
Because I still do the same thing.
Now,
You know?
and seeing I seen like because how you could say
Because I'm single.
defensive and offensive. That was more. Do you think that situation was more defense or offense versus the other situation when you said, "Man, I was up in this man's house and I was uncomfortable."
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a mess. Stroking, looking at the door and shit, and feeling, you know, and that was just more than once too. Cause so that goes to show, you know, with what you just said, defense or offense. Now how she came home early.
Yeah.
This motherfucker could have came home too.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, ample times. You know, so I was never comfortable with that.
Right.
That's why I kept my hand out. You know,
Right.
longly. You know what I mean? And tiptoed lightly. You know, it was a dangerous situation. That ain't the first time, people. You know what I mean? You know, you got some motherfuckers that got a spouse. You know, and then you go in their house.
Ooh.
You know, and so we'll tell you about that later. How about that?
Yeah,
Right, Rick?
yeah,
We'll
that
tell
makes
y'all
sense.
about that. We just let you marinate on what I just said now.
Right.
You know, but you know what? You can't. So that goes to show you. Like my mom used to say, that woman will get you killed.
For real.
You know, it get you killed. You know, yeah, fuck that
Either
shit.
situation.
You know, fuck that shit, man. You know, you
You think
know.
you having it your way, and like you
Come on
ignore
in, people. Yeah,
you're ignoring all the precautions and all that, and
yeah. Come on in and talk to me about it. you know, come
matter
on
of fact,
in.
let me I'll throw up the hotline number, and if someone wants to actually call in and add something to the situation what we done talked about, you can do that. What you got to
Yeah,
say about that, famo?
man. Well, you know about the situation what I had. You know, at Bro's building that time.
Yeah.
Old school. I talked to old school about that too. About that. But I don't know if I really want to. He shared his, but I don't know if I want to share mine. That didn't transpire, but something could have.
Right.
That's what he's just saying. Be careful. That's what he's telling the people. Be careful. And I was careful, but you remember Rick when I told you what had happened the next day? I'm like, I laid back and I'm like, what the?
Right.
It could have been ugly. Could have been ugly for me.
Let me see. I'm getting to the
Yeah.
turning it on so people can chime in. Let me find this number.
Old school. You remember that story I told you, right?
Which
Wait.
one?
Well, I only had one of those.
Yeah, I believe I do.
you know.
Situation where he got caught up. But yeah, I was going on a call right now, but
Oh,
keep
yes.
going,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, my bad.
No, keep going.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to tell the situation?
No, I'm just saying, keep
Oh, okay, nah. But you know that situation though, and it could have got ugly. But
right.
yeah, man, I know this is cut off the subject, man. They trying to remember when I sent you that thing about giving R. Kelly 10 years. Now they talking about they want to give him 26 now, man.
Yeah, I heard it was two different numbers and things.
Yeah, it's two different numbers. They talking about because man, 10 will be in the one state, but the people 10 will be in one state in New York or Chicago, then the other one will be 20 something. I'm like, man, that's like 30 years if you add it up, man.
Yeah, but remember they were saying that all that crazy numbers with OJ, and you see OJ out.
True, yeah. Oh, Rick, and I don't know if the people heard, man, they trying to get Bill Cosby on some new stuff, man. Remember
Yeah.
told you about that, Rick?
The hotline is open. What's up, Tony Styles? He said, "What's up, family? What's going on,
What's
Tony?"
up?
Hey, if
Yeah.
y'all got the time, if you ain't on a gig, you could go ahead and call in. You could add on to, the situation that old school was laying down on, what he was talking about, what he done went through. Like I said, we get into a point sometimes when we young, sometimes when we older, where we get to
Mm-hmm.
feeling ourselves like, you know what? I'm on top of the world. Nobody could tell me different. I can't get caught. My shit don't stink. But it do stink. And you do eventually slip up and put yourself in situations that you shouldn't be within. And then it's like you got to figure it out once you're under pressure. Hopefully, you can deal with the pressure once you done
Yeah.
turned on the fire.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Like I said, when I caught my low pressure, I was like, man, what the? But I'm gonna tell the people it was on me because I was supposed to get right out of there when I was done. Having my fun with her.
Oh yeah, that okay. I remember now, big man. Yeah,
You remember I told you that?
yeah. That was a dangerous one too.
Yeah.
Yes, man.
You know, you know.
I'm gonna just touch on it a little bit with the people. I was having my fun with a young lady too, and then you'd be like, let me lay back for a minute,
Yeah, I
and
got a
it's like,
couple. You're right. I didn't mean to cut you off, big man. Yeah, Reek, I got a couple of them I can tell you about.
Okay.
That old crazy motherfucker that play Misty for
Oh
me.
yeah.
That motherfucker, man. She never got her the divorce,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And had the nerve, big old white man looking like a motherfucking Frankenstein. Wait a minute, man. Oh, wait. Oh, he don't come back here. Just come back. This is my quarters. Come on,
Shit.
man. Wait a minute. And he's sitting in the house watching the sports and shit.
Mm.
And she thought that I was finna, get cold, motherfucking. Like I said, I learned from experience, right? Thought I
Right.
was man. That's probably why the Lord fixed that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
I got the fuck away from around that old ignorant motherfucker.
Mm.
I could tell she wasn't fit right no way.
Mm.
Riding through my alleys, looking at my trucks and shit.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Getting mad because I didn't call. You know what I mean? Uh, 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 I don't think I told you, big man. She left her keys. I think I might have told you. She left her fucking keys, and I had my main partner coming over. You
Mm-hmm.
understand?
Mm-hmm.
She come over every night after work,
Right.
right? And this motherfucker, you understand? It wasn't my fault that you had misplaced your keys.
Right.
Keep up with your keys. Like my
Right.
dad used to say, put your keys in your fucking pocket. You know? And so, anyways, at the last moment, when it was getting real fucking neck to neck, close to my company coming,
Right.
this motherfucker decides to start looking for keys and
Mm.
shit. And so, you know, I told her, fuck them keys. I'll find them. If they're here, I said, let me look for them.
Right.
I said, I got an extra set. I said, well, good. Go home then.
Right.
You know what I mean? Do you really need them? I said, no, I want to get them now. I said, well, you know what? I got somewhere to go.
For real.
And I was closing my house up.
Right.
You know what I mean? To not be into the same situation again.
Mm-hmm.
And now here you are to this day. Now my brother done passed away. And this ignorant motherfucker, which don't get me wrong, everybody got their own ways of dealing with things. But she's so cold hearted. She didn't even call me up and say, I'm sorry to hear about your family member or anything. Okay, but I told her about her mother when she passed. I'm
Right.
sorry to hear about your mom.
Right.
Okay, now this motherfucker, if my main folks would have came by
Ooh.
and said that I've been fucking with for years
Yeah.
and been good to me,
Mm-hmm.
real good to me,
Right.
would have said, what is this, babe?
Hmm.
You know what I mean? What the fuck?
Mm.
I'm done. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then I'm having to cry and plead and beg and shit. Nah, baby, come on back to me. Don't leave me. And this other motherfucker gone on like a fruitcake.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And she still ain't responded yet, still. So
Mm.
fuck you. You was no good for me, no way.
Right.
You dig?
Mm-hmm.
You're no good. You ain't no good for yourself. You're crazy. You got mental problems. And I'm glad to be away. I don't give a fuck if the pussy was like gold. You know what I mean? Yeah, fuck that shit, man.
Tony Styles said, not much in traffic coming from work. Hey,
What's up, bro?
coming from work is good, de-stressing.
That's right. Getting that money.
Right, that too.
Yeah, enjoy yourself, bro.
Yeah, hopefully nobody has to, and yeah, if you got a situation like that, they trying to stall you out to see what, because sometimes that could be a ploy. Like, let me see, he always tries to rush me out around this time. Let me see if I can stay a little longer to see someone else come through or something.
Right. Try to start some dangerous shit.
Yeah, right.
You
ain't never lied. Dangerous shit.
Getting some dangerous shit. The fuck, And see, that goes to show you don't respect what you doing anyway, because you got a spouse. You understand? So you don't give a fuck. Lust done tore you up.
Hold on a second.
Call from Robert.
Oh, that's Rob.
Robert,
Hello.
you got something to add to the conversation, Robert?
What's up, Rick? What's up, old school?
Hey, Rob.
Do you got something to add to the conversation?
He probably do.
What were you talking about? Being a young guy and thinking about the world?
Yeah, yeah, that's part of it.
Okay.
What do you got to add?
I don't know, man. What were you guys talking about?
Just keep listening. Just keep listening.
All right.
You got to add something. Keep going. Famo, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Hey, when the hotline comes up, that means you've been listening to the conversation. So that means you want to add some to the conversation. You can't just be like, oh, I don't know. You got to elaborate. You got to talk. I'll drop your call if you're not talking about anything. I don't mean to be rude or anything like that, but that's what the hotline is for. It's like back in the day, you hear something and they're talking about something. Hey, yeah, I heard what you were saying.
Try to fit in.
I got this to say about that. You can't just
Try to give your comment.
if you're not gonna say anything, you can just keep listening. You know.
Yeah, just try to give your comment, brother.
Right. I appreciate you want to call in and say hi and what's up, but
Right on, right on.
I think we heterosexual. Hi. Okay, if you ain't got nothing else to add, that's all we can keep it.
Right, right. But it's all good.
Right.
It's all good. Ain't nobody. We just explaining to how it is and how we trying to roll along. You
Mm-hmm.
know, ain't nobody trying to bite nobody's head off or
No.
anything.
Right.
You dig?
We're just trying to say, be
We,
safe at what you're doing. Be cautious. Be safe at what you're doing.
That's
Right.
right. And we appreciate you calling, brother Rob. But just if you don't mind from now on when you do call, just try to if you haven't been listening, try to get in and listen first, and then try to give your comment. Does that sound
Yeah.
cool?
Yeah.
You know.
But just not saying anything after I ask you something, that's like basically you ignoring everything I just said. Like, oh, I'm just gonna do whatever I want to do, even if it ain't what you expecting for you to do. Nah, it don't work like that.
But getting back to what we've been talking about,
Right.
everybody, you know, uh, Rob, you can still listen in, brother man. You know, we've been talking about, like you said, growing up, and being young, and taking chances,
Mm-hmm.
and watching your style and your step. You know, when you're stepping through different situations and being careful, trying to be careful. You know, and so again, you know, I just advise everybody, a single man, a single woman, women too,
Right.
you know, the same way. You know, they uh, if they go to some brother's house, you dig,
Mm-hmm.
and his main old lady come home or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, you got to try to defend yourself
Right.
also, even if you ain't married with this motherfucker, you know. But be
And I
careful.
look at it like this: in today's age, you should be able to size up the situation. If you see a lot of like women should know what a man's place kind of look like, how it's laid out,
Oh
versus
yeah.
if a place got
Oh, if a female is shacking
yeah,
or staying there,
right,
you might see some cotettes and shit
right. What's
laying
this?
around
What's this
tampons
Midol?
in
All this
in the
stuff.
bathroom and shit.
Right.
all that kind of powder puffs and shit.
Right.
Unless you got a donkey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dang. Whoa.
You
Damn.
know, you know, a shim donkey.
A ship dog. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
You don't want that.
I
Fuck
don't
no.
think nobody wants
Nah,
none of
fuck
that.
no. You know?
Uh.
So, you dig? Headband ran.
Headband ran. You better ran before
Right.
you get to that point.
Motherfucker, right.
Point.
Yeah.
It, you don't want any points.
Right. No points.
I'm the only one with the point.
Right.
Shoot.
The point. That's your motherfucking right.
Shit.
But it's just best to be careful all the way around.
Right.
You know? Be safe, be careful, enjoy yourself, have fun, look out for everybody's feelings.
Right.
Because
As much as possible.
everybody got feelings
Right.
in this kind of shit, man. You know what I mean, big man? You know? Yeah, and all the rest of y'all, big man, you still there?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah. Everybody got feelings, you know? And so even the women and a man got feelings.
Right.
You know, a
Mm-hmm.
bro can tear his heart up.
You sure
You
can.
know what I mean? Bringing some other motherfucker up in his house
Mm-hmm.
or whatever, up in his bed and shit. You know what I mean?
Oh,
You
baby,
know?
those are your stains.
Right,
No, no,
right,
no. I know I
right.
didn't shoot a load on this
Right,
motherfucker.
right. You know, you crazy, bitch. It was your stains.
Right.
You know, coming out your behind hole. You know, you shitty bitch. You shitty stinking motherfucker. Don't lie to me.
Right.
You
Try to
know?
make me believe fucking fairy tales. You got me
Right.
fucked up.
So, again, it's how you put what you put into. But like I said, I was a young man. You know, young or old, it really don't make too much of a difference. But it was a learning process for
Right.
me. You understand? It
But
was a
see, I
learning.
think what happens, some people, they get to having it their way and it's coming easy. So then you start being careless. Like, man, look,
Right.
she's gravitating to me. This one's gravitating to me. I can do what I want.
And that's how they get fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, somebody ain't gonna put up with that kind of shit.
Right.
You know, because somebody, you done hurt somebody's feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And then my dad used to always say, go to your own place, which makes a lot of sense to me. Because nigga, if you come over here, you know, I got a gorilla for you. You know, if you call yourself in the fuck with me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Behind this bitch.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Get a hold of your broad, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
She brought her ass over here.
Over here.
You know,
I didn't come to your place.
Right. I ain't up in, and see, and that's what I was talking about. What you was talking about, the other story.
Yeah, with the little rapper dude that
shit.
got snuffed out.
That and the story you just told me, we can talk about later. Going
Oh,
out to
yeah,
that,
the other
going out to
situation.
that motherfucker's house and
Mhm.
shit. You know, and ain't that something? While your older siblings, my older brother could tell that something was dangerous about that when he said, "Don't hurt my brother.
Right.
Don't get my brother in no shit."
Mhm.
You know what I mean? You ain't finna get me killed. I don't give a fuck what you putting out.
Right.
You know, you ain't got no. You know, I don't give a fuck.
And see, that's another thing.
Offering Rolls Royces.
A lot of people can get blinded by that too. Like, oh, she's giving me this and doing all this,
Yeah,
so
man.
I could just do this and it's all right. Nah, you putting yourself in danger if you stepping on someone else's turf.
Right.
You know, doing things.
Right. Like they was gallivanting with OJ's Bentley and shit, roaming around like fuck you, nigga.
Right.
You know what I mean? Wasn't he driving his car?
Yep.
Yeah,
Ferraris and all
kind of
that shit.
You know what I mean? You know, just pissing in the man's face.
Mm-hmm.
You know, wasn't he going up in his house too?
I think so.
All that kind of shit. You know,
He knew how she got down, so he knew what was going down. Like, oh, okay.
who OJ did?
Yeah, he probably knew because
Yeah.
he done had the Kardashians' mom.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
He had her. She tried to paint like she's holier than thou. No,
Not the
bitch.
shim. Not the shim, the track runner.
His woman, yeah, he had
Oh
her.
yeah, oh yeah, but okay,
Yeah,
not him.
yeah, not him. He didn't have him.
Right. He's
No,
their
no,
mom.
no, no, no.
He's
Not
their
him.
mom.
Oh
He's
yeah,
their mom now,
yeah.
ain't
They
he?
got two moms.
Right, right. You see,
So so they say in the
that's why I
world
had to double
today.
check that. You know what I mean? Yeah,
uh,
shit.
not
Nah.
not the man that started off as Bruce. Not that one.
Right, right.
But his at the time woman, shall I say?
Yeah. Yeah, man. So you gotta just watch yourself all the way around. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and just even out today, you still gotta watch yourself.
Right.
Today,
Right.
motherfuckers are trying to hang you high, Jack.
Right.
You know, I
And
mean,
then, like that video I showed you, that could have been over abroad. That showed you where dude got gunned down in the convenience store.
oh yeah, the other day,
Yeah.
yeah, man, right. And then the nigga had a lot of hatred in his heart too. After he shot him, he went up and
Pistol whipped him. Yeah.
busted him upside his fucking face
Yeah. I'm
two
like,
times. You know?
right. And then with the papers, it's his stuff. Hey, give me my
Right,
blunt. I'm out of here. Like what?
right. Or give me my 40 ounce
Right.
or whatever the fuck he was doing. But they got him on camera. Though.
Yeah. His life's a wrap.
Exactly right. You're right. It could have been over a motherfucking Philly, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Just
what I mean?
just like that. And a lot of people, he's scared. That's the worst type you want to deal with. Because if he's scared and he see you, he gonna do whatever he can to get you up off him.
Right.
That's what people underestimate. Oh, he's scared. You don't want a person scared of you. I want them scared. No, you don't. Because
That,
scared people do desperate shit.
My fault reading out the country, but yeah, a scared person is the most dangerous person, man.
exactly. Just like I was watching Mannix the other night.
Hmm.
And the same shit, man. This man, he shot the fuck out of his wife.
Mm.
Because she had an old young lover, right?
Mm-hmm.
The motherfucker, you know, and he wasn't putting up with it.
Mm.
He said, look at them. Slobbering over each other.
Mm.
And he caught him.
Mm.
He tore that motherfucker up,
Mm.
you know? But I'm just saying,
Right.
I don't never want to be in them situations,
Right.
Hell
you
no.
know? I don't give it like I said. Go ahead, big man.
No, like I said, that situation I told you. And at the time, I was a young man, and the dude was older. Now, the baby dad, whatever he was, he was older than me, and I was the young dude at the time.
Right.
And I'm kind of like, man, what the, because, I'm going to touch on the story that I said I was going to do. But, and reading the story, and I told you I was cool, and I was like, yeah, like I said, kicking, having a good time. And she was all like, you want to come to my crib? But I'm kind of like, because I don't know the situation. But it's in the same building where my brother stays, so he's upstairs. So I'm kind of like, all right, I'm going down there. But like I said, went down there, had some drinks, and had a ball, had my fun.
Right.
Beat it in, and then like I said, it didn't happen when I was, in the mix, having fun. It was after. And myself, I'm like, I laid back. Like, let me lay for a couple minutes. Which when I should have just got up and left right then and there. Because I wouldn't even have been in a situation. Like I said, I get up and I'm like, oh man. But like I said, I'm keeping an eye on this dude while he's keeping an eye on me.
Exactly.
And I'm like, just let me get out. I'm like, just let me get out the door. Just let me get out this door. I'm straight. Because I'm in the bedroom. So, you got to come out the bedroom, then go out the front door.
Exactly.
And, he's keeping an eye on me, and I'm keeping an eye on him. Till I hit that door, like, okay, I'm cool.
Amen.
I'm still looking back to be like, let me see if this, if this man don't try to run up on me with something.
Exactly.
Right.
Because he didn't have nothing them did. And then the moral of that story is that, my brother stay in the same building. He stays on the top, she's on the bottom. So I seen him when I'm going to my brother crib after all this. Like 2 weeks later, he like, you got to buzz in to get in certain apartment buildings. He like, oh, you can go ahead of me and hold the door open. I'm looking like, nah, you can go ahead of me. Remember, I was going like, nigga, you ain't about to be behind me while I'm walking.
I know that's right. Dig it. I know that's right. I know that's
Like I
right.
said, nah, man. Of course, my brother, though, of course, that he was just like, what?
Yeah.
And,
They, they
he
got a.
wasn't around. And, and my thing was, seeing said, he don't be here. I knew of him because my brother was there with, with his lady and then ours. And then she said, oh, he be leaving on the weekends.
Dig it.
He don't come by. He be, and he's not, we don't really do this and we're just here. But that's what we telling people to be careful.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
learned from that years ago. That was
Yeah, because you get to buying into, oh well, she told me that he's not gonna be there, so that should be
yeah,
enough.
he
Fuck
don't come
that.
in on the weekends. But he comes in the next day. I'm like, man, what? And
Yeah.
I'm just like, man.
Some crazy shit. Did I tell you,
Yeah.
Reek? I tell you, no, go ahead, big man.
Okay.
Came over there
Yeah.
crying
Yeah.
right here when I stayed right here.
Okay.
Had the daughter with her.
Mm.
I was just getting out the shower.
Mm.
I think she was peeking at my Peter. I ain't bullshitting. I don't know. And all of a sudden I said, hey, she was crying, hey, treat me bad over there.
Yeah.
And look, crater face.
Yeah.
And I need to go to the junkyard to get this. Will you take me? I'll pay you. I said, well, let me get some clothes on.
Right.
Man, I got dressed. And before you know it, big man's giggling. All right. Okay. Huh? Which one, big man?
What you about to say?
Oh, wait a minute. I think I might have told you. All of a sudden, man, Rick, so I didn't tell you. I thought I might have told you too. Man, that motherfucker, man. I got my clothes on. I was just still at the crib because I thought they was coming back.
Yeah.
So I could jump in my car and take them.
Mm-hmm.
I had that old red Taurus wagon, remember?
Yep, the Taurus wagon.
Yeah, I used to give my mom and dad a ride from the hospitals and shit to that fucker. That thing ran good. Man, to make a long story short, that motherfucker, look, Rick, walked over my house. He was crying like a bitch. Motherfucker was crying, man.
Maine to Spain?
Spain to Maine.
Spain to Maine.
Said, motherfucker, looked at me. Said, nigga, that's my bitch. I'll kill you.
What?
I'll kill you over that bitch. I looked at him.
Yeah.
He grabbed my neck.
What?
Wait a minute. Yeah. He grabbed my neck. It was like an elf grabbing me.
Elf.
And I looked.
Little baby heads.
Right. That's it. And I looked. It was my turn. Wait a minute.
Your turn.
I let him blow all his steam.
Yeah.
And get silly and shit. And I did it like this. My cousin taught me that. Out of Vietnam. He was in Vietnam. He said, when a motherfucker grab you by your neck, don't panic. All you gotta do is turn your neck. I turned my neck.
Damn.
Oh, that was some shit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I turned my neck, big man, y'all, and his fingers rolled off me like a baby. Trying to get a bottle. I just twisted my neck. And I blew some air up in my motherfucking chest. I said, now, if you don't get your motherfucking ass away from around here, I will beat your fucking ass. I said, get away from my door. That motherfucker ran. That motherfucker ran and didn't come back. You dig? But I'm just saying, you know, them people had a way to manipulate this motherfucker's mind, you know, to make him go mentally.
Yeah, like that.
You know what I mean? You know, and he'd fall for it.
Right.
You dig? So no, that's why I say a motherfucker got to be careful, you know, with different shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know.
I thought it was made in Spain, though. Why was he? I thought he was made in
Exactly, big man. Exactly. Because when you from Maine to Spain, you got feelings like you don't have no veins.
Right.
You dig? You know? Shit. You know? So that was some bullshit, man. But no, man. We've been on how long? We got an hour yet?
66 minutes, an hour and 6 minutes
That's
and
good.
counting.
That's good. That's good.
And I appreciate everybody that done came in and hit the like button. That's always good. We done had a lot of like buttons hit on this particular live stream. Yeah, it's
they've been liking.
Yeah, they've been liking what you've been laying down. The truth.
Yeah, the truth.
Not no lies.
Yeah, man. Y'all take heed to that, young man.
Just in case if you
women,
you might hear on another broadcast, I didn't put my hands around nobody's throat. You knew what I look like doing that.
Right.
I'm made in Spain.
And then again, have your fun. Like I said, don't let me deter you from, having a couple of partners or something, 2 or 3 different little lady friends. But just be careful.
Right, because you don't want some strange man that you never met saying, dearly beloveds, we are gathered here.
Closing the curtain.
Right.
Closing the curtain.
Right.
Shit. You know?
You don't want that.
He was a good old soul.
Right.
You know? And all that
He's a good old soul to the last hoorah.
Right. And all that kind of shit. It ain't worth it.
Not at all.
It ain't worth it. Just like that little one called herself Liking Me. Y'all can get them too.
Right.
They'll come into your life too. Like you say, big man, chopping it up, moving around. You know what I mean? You know?
And this is what you were talking about. You probably wouldn't have an opportunity with the one that you were shagging with, but the one that you was having fun with, you could probably see her to this day, and she will remember, and you could probably still have your fun with.
And she'd be like, where you been?
Right.
I've been looking for you.
Right.
Because I left her, on a nice note too.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I sure wouldn't mind finding her. I'm going to tell you the truth, people. Over the air or under the air. I sure wouldn't, because she was a nice person. And all in all, forget about all the intimacy and things. She was a nice little person. She was a nice little New Yorker. And the other one was nice. But she finally got married.
You're right.
You dig? She finally got married, later in life. See, I got married young in life. You know what I mean? I got that shit out of my way. You know what I mean? But I ain't knocking it. Sometimes a motherfucker get their wife, and sometimes you don't. That's all. And so,
what was that one commercial back in the day?
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Right. You're fucking right. But more power to you.
Right.
You got a happy family. God bless you. All of you.
Right.
I ain't trying to tell you to
right.
do things wrong or be shitty.
But if you're good at doing it, do it. If you know you're not, don't do it.
Right. And if you're single, you ain't gotta. You can mingle.
Right.
If you're single, you can mingle.
And just think about it like this: if you're single, but you got someone else that's single, and they're trying to tell you can't. No, that ain't that.
Then you better get away from that person.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because that person is trying to, claim notches that shouldn't be
Right.
knotted up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's some bullshit.
Hmm.
So don't go for that. Try to be happy. You ain't got but one life, like Rick was saying.
Hmm.
You don't want to pulling the curtains on you, and you ain't done nothing,
Right.
but you got fucked up
For
over
real.
something. And I thank God that God blessed me to 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 maneuver out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Without getting hurt,
Right.
and without them two getting hurt.
Right.
Because
That's true
then,
too.
it would have been a whole lot of explaining to do.
Right.
All the way around.
Mm-hmm.
All the way around. You know what? Well, who's the cause of this? You, mister? You ain't got but one Peter. You know, you know what I mean? And so, but you
But that
had
damn
two,
sure was competing for
but you had two pussies there.
it. Right.
You know what I mean?
They were
Yeah.
competing for one Peter.
Yeah, right. And that can cause some shit, boy.
The
You
one for
know?
JJ wasn't taking the other shit
Right,
off the other
right,
for
right,
JJ.
right, right. And that's real, people. Like we say, we talk real, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
You know?
That's why I guess a lot of times the people that control this platform get a little mad about. They're like, what? Hey,
What the fuck they
hey,
talking about or
that
what?
reminds me of when I caught my wife cheating. Censor this.
Well, ain't no sense in getting mad about the truth.
Right.
These people do these things
They do these
each
things
and every day.
day.
All through the day, through the night and shit. You look at a whole lot of motherfuckers that having affairs and shit.
Right. Just let me just throw up something. And I know it ain't imaginary because I know some over the road truck drivers, and I know hopefully you ain't got your woman listening, but you may got a family in another state.
Right. All that, and then you got the women that'll go out. Yeah, it's girls' night.
Right.
We going out to the singles bar.
Right.
And go out and start sticking $20 bills in them niggas' nuts and shit.
Right.
All that kind of shit. You
Right.
know what I mean? Niggas wearing them old the bitch looking G-strings, looking like they part bitching. You know what I mean? Dancing and shit,
Right.
giving them lap dances and shit,
Mm-hmm.
all that kind of shit. Fuck you.
I got a story. I got not to cut you off, school, but
Go ahead.
it ain't with me, but it's with a close partner of mine, man. And me and him used to kick it all. We used to go kick it. Get up with ladies and all this. So one time we go to the hotel with these people, so I'm kind of looking at him like, cause he got a main, his name,
Right.
Right.
and I'm kind of looking like, oh, so we about to, about to go over there. So in my head, I'm looking like, man, don't you gotta go to the crib?
Right.
Man, I'm gonna tell you about, man, I do what I want to do. That was his attitude. I'm kind of looking like, what? But the more the story
Trying to
is,
be hard, and
well,
shit.
he was telling me, man, but we getting too comfortable. Like, oh, I can do whatever I want. I'm like, okay. So he's like this, right? So he's like, man, I was at some mall here. We got a mall called Brookdale Mall. Y'all remember when it was popping out there?
Yeah.
So anyway, he's like, so I meet with him, downtown. We got downtown Minneapolis here. We got Minneapolis, Minnesota. Anyway, they'll be popping. So he's all like, man, I meet him downtown. So we can go do, kick it and do whatever. So he's like, man, I was hollering at this one female about a car. He said he was hollering at some people that pulled up in a car in the parking lot of the mall. And he said, don't you know my main girl pulled up? I was all like, yeah, you know what you, oh, yeah, you forgot, what did he have? I don't know what it was. It was a key or something, because this was right before cell phones was popping. She's like, oh yeah, you forgot the key. And he's like, oh, okay, but he tells me the story. And I'm sitting back listening, and I'm like, she saw you talking? He said, she had you, man. And I'm looking like, what is he, what the purpose is that she was too cool with MC Feature. So I'm kind of looking like, man, you be kind of out. I'm not saying whatever. I mean, they've been kicked into like, early morning, kicking it, with, ladies and all that shit.
All
So
night long.
like, yeah, so I'm looking like, damn, what the hell? So that was that incident. He said, man, she's cool with it. I ain't worried about it. If she saw me, man, she ain't going nowhere. I've been with her since, he been 14 or something.
Since since doomsday. Since doomsday.
Like, yeah, since whenever. So I'm like, all right, cool. So the next time, I'm with him. And, we downtown kicking it out. No, he was all like, she was walking by. This supposed to be his woman who he stays with. She walks by and said, oh, what's up? They kept walking past him. And I'm standing there like, is this your woman? How did she just say what's up to you? Like, like, what's up? And just keep moving. So he had to go and check her, like, oh, you just gonna walk by and say that? And she's like, well, you're doing you. And I'm looking like,
so she said, she spoke to him. She had enough nerve to just say hello, but fuck you, nigga. Right?
And basically, she probably know what he was,
Right.
from the other incident. But like I said, he used to be so cool for school. Like, oh, man, I ain't worried about it. Like, man, I'm left though, man. I said, I just witnessed this. This is your woman that you stay with, that you go, you stay with her. And she's just like, okay, what's up? So I looked, more of the story is, people, a couple years later, he said, man, I ain't with her no more. I'm kind of looking like, man, what you doing?
No shit, Sherlock.
He wasn't kicking with me all the time. Oh, I got it with this other girl. Man, I come in when I want to, man. She ain't gonna do nothing, say nothing.
No,
now you're out.
the average motherfucking broad ain't gonna put up with that.
No.
I don't care if you call yourself pimping from here to Russia.
But like I said, he got, everybody, he got too cool. Like I'm saying, like I said, if you talk about, man, I think she saw me, hollering at another lady that was in a car.
But like Reek said, unless you're putting it in their face,
right?
Then you deserve to be walked out on,
right?
And
that's what a lot of people don't understand is like they get to talking with their niggas.
Right.
And niggas
get
be
too confident.
Confident niggas be lying. Don't be buying everything niggas be selling you.
Right.
Niggas be lying and jazzing up the story.
Lying like
because peep this, you be hearing the same nigga be like, yeah, I do what I want. Then when that girl pull up, oh, hold on, fam.
Well, I'll be right there.
I'll be right there. Hold on.
Here I come, baby.
Right.
Here I come, baby. Yeah. You want me to clean your drawers too? Yeah.
Somebody that we know, Rick, remember I told you?
What?
Oh man, I do what I want to do.
Oh yeah.
Who?
That person, we ain't gotta say it, of course, but yeah, man, my nigga, man, he used to, like I said, I'm kind of repeating it, but yeah, man, when I'm telling you, I see her when she walked by, like, she walked by with her homegirls. And then it's walking, and she like, oh, what's up? If you stay with this woman and it's your woman, she walked by and said, hey, what's up? I mean, he wasn't doing that. We was just walking straight. I'm looking like, that's kind of odd.
Right, but.
Oh, man, everything's cool. And I'm sitting there looking like, it doesn't look cool right now. I'm not jinxing you, but it don't look cool right now.
Right. What was you going to say, Reek?
This is how, people.
You got to be careful.
You got to be careful. And like I said, that's something to learn from right there, If you
can't do what you want.
Yeah, you can't do what you want to do.
Not in front of them people.
Right.
Like that. You can do what you want to do now. Don't get me wrong. But you still got to have some respect about that.
Like they say, it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
And it's right. And how you do what you do.
Right. How would you do what you do?
How you do what you do. Like that situation when I got jammed up.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I started stuttering like Womack. I said, baby. I said, this is so and so. And she said, who's this? I said, this is just a friend of mine.
Right.
You know what I mean? I told the truth.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But just imagine if you took it the other way. The scare way, you're gonna get hateful. Why you here all early? Yeah, that kind
what
of
the
shit.
Fuck you doing home?
Yeah,
up in her place,
right?
And then if she would have had her 9-shooter with her, it would have been lights out,
curtains, like the old gangster movies. Curtains, it's curtains for you.
So the Lord guided my tongue
Right?
and guided me and guided
Guided your
them
mind.
and
Shoot.
guided them
My
too.
son, you need to
Right,
speak like this.
right, exactly. I kept peace, man.
But
I,
you say he's just a friend.
right,
But
right,
you
right, right, right. I had to keep big man. That's all I could do is keep peace. That's all I could do is
Right.
keep peace, man.
Right.
You know, I didn't try to get shit like you said, Rick. I didn't try to get all indignant and shit,
Mm-hmm.
and all belligerent and fucked up.
Right.
And mad because she can come home when she want to come home. That's
Right.
her home.
Right.
That's her car and shit.
Right.
She was nice to me, but
Mm-hmm.
I just got trapped. But,
Right.
but I thank the Lord I didn't get that the chain was on the door.
Right.
You
Because
know that she didn't walk in. That she didn't walk in when a motherfucker was laying
who
up.
is this swallowing your sword? I'm
Right,
doing magic tricks,
right,
baby.
right.
I'm a magician
Right,
now.
right.
Shoot.
And all this humpity hump shit.
Right.
Shit, man.
Because I was just saying, with my situation with the young lady, I guess, like I said, I've said before. Now, it's a continuation to that story, except for what I seen her. But, after, I guess she got rid of him, I got word that she was like, oh, you can come and stay here. And I was like, nah, I learned my lesson the first time. Because I don't know if this dude still got a key.
Exactly.
You put him, you talk about, but
Right.
nah, I said, all I got to do is learn,
One time. You're right.
I was like, nah. I can see you here and there, and you know what I'm saying?
Like, I'm able to speak about it afterwards. I'm good.
Right.
Because think about it. There's some people in this world that wish they could speak about it afterwards.
Exactly.
But they're not able
They
to.
ain't able to say nothing.
Right.
No more.
Fucking stone
No
in the
more.
ground.
They ain't able to say nothing. And so, I'm glad God was shielding that whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, I wasn't no shitty person anyway. So I was trying to be nice. And the good Lord knew that, legally, I didn't belong to nobody. You know what I mean? And so all I was doing was just, kicking it around, trying to enjoy my young life and shit, and wasn't trying to hurt nobody's feelings because my mama always taught me that, son, don't do that. Let them people down nicely. You know what I mean? Because you can have some motherfucking problems. You know what I mean? If you don't try to defuse the situation. So fuck all that, man. Fuck that shit. And like Reek was just saying, and I'm telling you, the rest of the media, sure, I'd love to see them both again. Say hello, how y'all doing?
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you remember me? Of course you do. All the things I used to make you scream and shout about. You know what I mean? But no, I'm just kicking it, having fun. But I treated them nice. I just want to say that.
Right.
I just want to say that. And they treated me nice, man.
I just try to imagine if you was handling that like ciphers. I hit you in the head.
Yeah, all that old kind of shit. Yeah, somebody gonna hit him in his fucking head. He keep talking like that. You don't talk like that to people,
Right.
man.
But then again, a lot of that's hype. See, that's another thing. That's what I
That
don't
ain't
like.
the truth.
Because you telling these
It ain't the
youngsters
truth.
that shit,
Right.
but behind
And
closed doors, your ass
making
ain't
it
doing
bad.
none of that.
Making it bad for people to talk, to communicate with young ladies and shit. All that kind of shit.
You said behind closed doors. You know what I'm about to say, Rick? He probably skipping with flowers and candy.
Hold on, baby. I gotta get my polydent.
Right.
My dentures ain't in right.
Let me roll this blow by.
I'm not knocking it, but what I'm saying is that, what I'm saying, Rick, like, nigga could be skipping with flowers and candy. You might run across it, like, oh, that's you.
Or you might run across one of the bras that done dealt with him. Yeah, he be doing this and yeah, he got strange habits. He do that and this and like, ooh.
And like that video I heard yesterday. What the fuck you smoking? That shit stinks. Ain't no weed. Yeah, man. So, you got to be for real. Be
Right.
for real and you'll go for real.
Right.
You'll go further. You'll
Further.
go further, man. And I think that's what got me out of that situation.
Right.
I just said, hey, you know, I said, I think I even apologized. I said, I'm sorry, but this is just a friend of mine. You dig it?
Mm-hmm.
You know? And like you
Now see,
said, look, what'd you say,
not
big
to cut
man?
you on school, but see, my situation would happen. Now, the young lady was kind of like, oh, I don't deal with him, but we stay together. And that should have caught that as a red flag anyway.
Right, right,
But
right.
but she was already choosing, like tell her my
Right,
bro, like
right, right, right.
I really like your brother, so like I said, I'm down there kicking it at bro's crib, and I know a look from any people like, you want to come downstairs, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm coming.
And see, and you're right, big man. And Reek, women, they don't know, they're women. They're not us.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that old play Misty for me,
Mm-hmm.
motherfucker. She said, I used to tell her, I said, hey, wait a minute, What about so and so? It's too bad. Maybe he'll go. He probably needs to see what he see. I say, what the fuck are you talking about?
You're
You're
right.
not finna jeopardize my life.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just because you don't give a fuck about yours.
Right.
You know what I
Shit.
mean? Fuck you.
Right.
That's why she's still running around crazy now.
Right.
Crazy than a motherfucker.
See, and that's where a lot of
That
dudes,
makes sense what I just
yeah,
said, man?
you underestimate. Oh, they're just talking. No, they're serious in what
About
they're
how
saying.
they feeling.
Right.
Like they can control everything.
Yeah.
I can control him. He ain't gonna do nothing to you. Man, fuck you. I can control me.
Right.
I'm gonna make sure he ain't gonna do nothing to me.
Right.
Cause if the motherfucker try to do something to me, I'm gonna do something to him.
Right.
But
I
so,
want it to come down to those situations like that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna put myself in that situation.
Right.
Where the fuck I have to be away from all pretty motherfuckers.
Right.
Fuck you. You ain't worth it. Just because you're fucked up in lust.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy motherfucker. That motherfucker was so crazy. You know what she used to say? She used to say, no shit, big man, Reek. She used to say, ooh. She used to, she used to say, ooh, I could put that on my toast in the morning. You dig? Like them motherfuckers do.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? Eat my jism.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And I thought, okay, this motherfucker done lost their mind.
Yeah. She putting too many thoughts
wait a
together.
minute. She's full of bacteria. You know what I mean? Would you do the same thing with a horse's jism? You know what I mean? Yeah, ain't no telling. Ain't no telling, man. Ain't no motherfucking telling. You know what I mean?
This ain't new.
I'm not.
This ain't Nutella. Nutella.
Nutella. Right, Nutella. Right. I'm not finna put your DNA all in my motherfucking soda pop and shit. Man, fuck you. You got to be crazy. You are crazy. That's why the Lord fixed that too. You see, He fixes things.
Right, like the late Dick Gregory. You crazy? You fool?
Yeah, right. You're a real fool. You are crazy. You ain't got good sense.
Right.
You know what I mean? You need to be in a sailor
But
side.
you think about it like this: if you're going along with what they're saying, that says a lot about yourself. If you don't pay attention to what they're laying down, like, oh, I'll just ignore it. Oh, she's just talking. No.
No, she ain't.
You're gonna get in a situation where you ain't gonna be able to get out.
She's for real, right? And like I said, what my mama taught me and taught all of us: don't let that bitch get you killed.
Right. Now, listen to this, people. Now, if you've been listening the whole time, or if you're catching the replay, when Old School was saying, she was looking for her keys, what if Old School didn't say, hey, well, I gotta go? If he just let her keep looking, you know what that situation could have got out of hand.
Exactly. Get the fuck out of here. Them keys ain't that important.
Right.
Especially when you done told me you got another set. Get to going.
Right.
You know, we'll find them later.
Mhm.
Another day.
Right.
If you call yourself caring about me,
Right.
get the fuck on, man. You ain't finna fuck me up. Go on, man. Get out of here.
Right.
Get your keys and go. Take the keys you got and
Right.
go.
And go.
Go. Get the fuck on. You know, it ain't that serious.
Mhm.
You know? Because if you don't go, guess what? I'm locking up and I'm leaving.
Right.
Now, where you going to look for them?
Right.
All around the house? You know? Because they sure ain't around here.
Right.
Better get your ass out. I don't give a fuck if you got mad.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know, scratch your ass and get glad. You know?
Right.
You know?
Uh.
Yeah, man. You know? Now, you know, sometimes you got to have some good common sense.
Right, and put your
with
foot
shit,
down
man.
where you need to
With
put it
shit.
down.
You got to have some common sense, man.
And some people, oh, that's mean. No,
No,
it's called
not
self-preservation.
Mean. It's not mean.
Shit.
It's not mean. It's making sure a real problem, you know, a problem that neither one of you might not be able to handle.
Right.
Can happen. You know, it ain't being mean. It's being cautious and being, you understand. You know.
Yeah, because I'll even say this. I don't say that for on a man's stuff, but just thinking of women, oh, I can handle them. And then she come home and dust her ass off. She wasn't expecting that shit.
Right,
like, wait a minute.
Right. Then you got a case.
You're right. Like,
a
ooh.
big case.
Like, damn it.
You know, you're going to court every other 3 weeks. You know, then you got to find out what they're going to do.
Right.
At the end of the court session.
Mm-hmm.
You know, are we going to give him life, you know, with no parole or what? Because somebody lost their life
in this whole situation.
You know, you still there, big man?
Yeah.
Does that make sense to you?
Yes, sir.
Like you said, you wanted to get away from around the dude. You didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Fuck that shit, man. You know, you didn't know what that nigga had in his pocket, or you know, or out in his car or whatever. You know, and you didn't. And you.
More of that story, like I said, he comes in, he got a leather coat on, and I'm just, you know, whatever. And I'm like, man, what the? And what really kicked it off?
You said he had a coat on.
A leather coat.
Yeah, because you know it was cold at that time.
Yeah.
This is like late 2000s.
Yeah.
And it was kind of chilly.
Yeah.
So you, like I said, I
So
was gonna go kick it with my bro.
Yeah. So he could have had.
You know, everybody should know shot. He should have shot. So you know what I'm saying. So anyway, and he stayed in the same building. Like I said, he stayed upstairs, but the first floor was there. And like I said, you know, and you know, she was but like I said, it was my fault because I went down there and I stayed longer than when I was supposed to stay. Because supposedly them two wasn't together, but they was just staying there. I'm like, this don't even make sense. You know, I thought about it, but I'm like, I'm gonna just go down here, you know, knock her off real quick and then leave. But like I said, I laid back for like 5-10 minutes, and then he come. I'm like, man. But like I said, I'm just like, man, just let me out of this.
Yeah, Shad said he remembers that.
It ain't never happened to me ever. It ain't never happened to me again. You know what I'm saying?
So Paul done chimed in. He said, "Good morning from around the world." Paul from Romania,
Amen.
Bucharest.
Okay, what's up? What up?
That's what's up. I'm glad you're able to catch it, Paul. You know, hopefully you got a notification where you know you was able to know that we was actually live. It ain't the replay, you know, and hopefully your day's off to a good one. Since you said it's the morning time there already. We ain't hit the morning time over here yet. We still got some hours to go till that happens.
Amen.
But if you just now tuning in, hopefully you'll be able to catch the replay of what you missed, and you'll be entertained, but it's also informative, as we always try to, make it.
Right. Hey, Rick, I can tell you because this is the word that's the story will make that for everybody. Well, you know, and then like when I quit messing with her, like this one dude that I knew, he ended up moving down there with her.
Okay.
And you know what happened? She was like, damn, he got me kicked off my permit. The other dude she's messing with after that, she's like, she saw me like, I should have kept messing with you. I said, well, I wasn't coming back down there.
Should I might as well?
You got this other, whoever he was, the baby dad, whatever, lurking around.
Should I might as well go into the other dangerous story? Do we got
Yeah,
time?
yeah, we got time.
Go into it.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you one that I don't think I told you, big man. I think I told Reek. This goes for the rest of you people. Again, now I'm single again.
Mm-hmm.
Still single, grown, working downtown, big man, where you worked, right?
Yeah.
So, anyways, good people, I'm not boasting or bragging about this because I thank the Lord He spared me through this kind of shit too.
Mm.
You know, excuse my language, Jesus, through these kind of episodes. You know, uh, when we was in high school, my buddy had her first, right?
Mm-hmm.
That one when I was
Yeah.
out there,
Yeah.
and so and he thought he was really Max the Bear.
Hmm.
You know, he thought he was the Mac, and this motherfucker, uh, the girl could sew.
Mm.
Okay, and she
Mm.
sewed that nigga, made him a fur coat. But like you said, he thought he showed her in her face. This young lady, you guys, we was in the 10th grade with, you know, and brother man used to fuck with all kind of bitches in front of her,
Mm-hmm.
right? Didn't give her no respect, and
Right.
always had his hand out. She bought the nigga a Cadillac,
Mm.
you dig? And I thought, okay. And so,
Take mental note of that.
yeah, now you know I knew it was his broad,
Right, but you
but
know.
I didn't try to cross him or nothing.
Right.
And then, you know, I used to ice skate a lot, people. You know, speed skate. You know, some shit up here in Minnesota we do that a lot of people don't do. You know, and so me and my man used to go and ice skate, and she would come and watch us. And so, anyways, uh, sometime I'd beat him in a race. I'd outskate him, and she always had her eyes on me.
Mm-hmm.
See, remember what I told you? You know, I don't start shit. A motherfucker be watching me.
Hmm.
You dig? And so, because this is what she told me
Mm-hmm.
later in life.
Right.
Oh, you were just a. After he dogged her,
Mm-hmm.
you were a better skater than him and everything. I can't stand him. After he took all her money, he didn't take all her money. He couldn't take all her motherfucking money. You know what I mean? She had plenty of money.
Right.
So, anyways, make a long story short again, good people. Uh,
Shad, hold on.
what up, Shot?
Uh,
Rated Shad, what's going down?
To send a voicemail, press 2.
Should I keep rolling?
Yeah.
what's going on?
How you doing, Shot? I'm just talking about
All
different
right, all right.
things.
Yeah,
Good.
how you doing?
Doing all right. Happy belated Father's Day. You know, and many more. We just talking about different things, different episodes, and different situations.
Yeah, I was chiming in a little bit, you know, and getting no notifications. I just happened to pop in and be like, oh shit, they on. You know, when I said family earlier, but then I got off for a minute.
Well, right on. Glad you're in. Your brother's on too. You know.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'll just say this with some quickness, and then you can come on in and say whatever you like, because I was trying to tell the people about uh, trying to be cautious and being careful. You know, when you're fucking around with different women and shit.
So basically, you had the new broad digging you, and she was letting you know she was digging you.
Yeah. She was digging me ever since the 10th grade.
Right.
You dig? And so, anyways, life continued to go on. So, like I said, she bought the nigga a lack, right?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't do shit with that. And then we got a little older, and they went their ways. They split up. And now keep in mind, she went her way, which was constantly making money. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
You know? Because she was pretty educated. You dig? And she worked around money. So money wasn't shit to her, you know? And plus, she had a spouse.
Okay.
She done been married twice. So make a long story short, like I said, big man, I was working downtown, y'all, Reek. And where I was working, she came through the area where I was working.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "Oh my goodness, old school." I'm just gonna say
Right,
that,
right, right,
you know?
right.
And I said, "Hey, girl." She said, "How are you?" She hadn't seen me in over 25 years or more since we got out.
Right.
You know, we grown and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And she gave me a big old hug and a kiss.
Mm-hmm.
And a kiss in the motherfucking lips. Not on the jaw. And I thought, okay, well, that's what you wanted to do. And she said, "Let's do lunch one day." I said, "Okay, fine." Now keep in mind, people, this time, like I said, I was working and I had my own place.
Mm-hmm.
You dig? From lessons learned.
Right.
From from when I was
Younger years.
didn't have the other place.
Right.
I was at the other woman's place.
Mm-hmm.
So I gave her my address and shit. And man, that motherfucker came over to my house prepared. She had a big old box of dick rubbers. The first date. It wasn't no lunch.
Damn.
We didn't eat shit. You
Well,
know
maybe
what I
she
mean?
did.
Yeah. Right. I think she brought some kind of food, from somewhere.
No, I was saying she probably had
Right.
kielbasa.
Right. Well, of course she did. Yeah. She was full of that. And so after that, it was gone for damn near 10 years. Bought me a lack. Not only a lack, started buying me SUVs and shit. GMCs and Broncos and shit was getting deep, man.
She wanted to see you in the finer things.
And I said, they wasn't brand new, but it
New
was
to
good
you?
enough for me.
Right. New to you.
Buying me clothes and shit. Buying my baby clothes, my daughter's clothes, and meeting my daughter. Come over and meeting my mom and dad and my family and shit, and just went crazy. And so I thought, well, wait the fuck a minute. Let me put on my brakes a minute. And I thought, well, ain't you hooked up? And she said, yeah, but we have an open marriage. I said, oh, you do, huh? I said, okay. I said, well, fuck it, since it's open. But it ain't so open where I ain't gonna be all the way open. And I'm gonna watch my motherfucking ass.
Right.
You understand? Regardless of what you saying. And that motherfucker went crazy too. She started having me, when I'd get off work, I started working nights. All of a sudden, big man laughing. All of a sudden, this motherfucker, man, just come on over, honey. The door will be open. She's laying in the bed, waiting on a motherfucker, man.
Mm.
I said, well, where is so-and-so? Oh, he's out of town. I thought, oh, shit. I wasn't comfortable.
Mm.
My nuts didn't get too high right away. Excuse me. Not comfortably. I'll put it that way. You know? And so I go up in this motherfucker's house, and he was a golfer,
Mm.
and he made big money. His big ass truck in the high garage and shit.
Mm.
And she kind of got beyond her fucking self,
Mm.
you know?
Mm.
And it started scaring me a little bit, you know? But I still was getting that money,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, people, that money was good,
Hmm.
you know? But I started thinking about my life more. You
Right.
know what I mean? Fuck that money. I was already making my own money.
Right.
And
Right.
she was making buku, 3, 4, 5 times more than me,
Mm.
you know? And then I thought, you know, the shit started scaring my mama and daddy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And they thought, boy, you better be careful, right? And so I said, I am, Dad. Coming over Christmas time, buying my mama crystal vases and
Mm.
shit, and getting my daddy gifts and shit and everything, just splurging.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like Queen Elizabeth.
Let me stop
Giving
you real
out
quick.
shit. Go
Paul
ahead.
said YouTube gave me a late notification, but it's okay. I'm making my coffee. And then he also said, old school sir, it's always a pleasure to listen to that OG knowledge.
My man, what's up, PP? Good to hear from you. Thank you. And shall we keep rolling?
Yeah, yeah, keep going.
So, make a long story short, y'all, Neek and Big Man, I'm steadily getting all these trinkets and shit,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I'm busting her out, you know. She just gone wild,
Right.
lustfully.
Right.
But I'm in this motherfucker's house that ain't mine,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And man, I'm squirting juice all down the steps and shit. You know what I mean? Down the basement steps and shit. Just fucking every which way but loose
uh,
and shit, you know?
uh,
All these golf hats and shit just kept reminding me of this motherfucker, man.
damn.
You know what I mean? I thought, whoa, Lord, please don't let this motherfucker come home. You
Damn.
know what I mean? And I told her, I said, what if he comes?
Shit, it ain't your house. You ain't got to clean it up.
Well, that too. You're right, Shot. But I didn't want this motherfucker to come home with a 45 in his hand, you know? And so, make a long story short, uh, I asked the old crazy motherfucker, I said, how do you know? I said, when is he supposed to? I said, because just like for the experience, when that little motherfucker came home on me,
Mm-hmm.
early.
Yeah.
I said, what if he comes home early?
Right.
Oh, he's not going to come. Don't worry. Now, fuck you. I'm worried.
Right.
So I started doing some fast fucking and getting out of there.
Oh,
You know what
shit.
I mean? And, you know, uh, again, you guys, thank the Lord. The
Nothing
motherfucker had
transpired.
he had a big old. No, go ahead, Rick. What was
No,
you
he
gonna
said,
say?
thank the Lord, nothing transpired.
And then, like I said, they had plenty of ends, and the motherfucker was like Goldilocks or the leprechaun, give me my coins. That motherfucker had in his room,
Mm-hmm.
that motherfucker had a jar full of nothing but silver dollars and shit.
Mm.
And I'd go in there and she'd say, honey, take what you need. I say, okay. I'd fill my hat up with all them motherfucking silver dollars and shit. And along with getting the real paper dollars on top of that. But like I said, that lasted as long as I made it last.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then the motherfucker went crazy on me. You know what I mean? She stopped wanting to give me some ends, and I
Mm.
quit fucking with her. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm glad I did because you know, ain't no telling what could have transpired then too.
Mm-hmm.
Cause see, all out there, you know, were wasn't too motherfucking many uh, brothers were
Mm-hmm.
living,
Right.
nothing but pinky neighborhood and shit. You know, them people would have got off easy with smoking my ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and I said to myself, no more. No more, self. And that's what my brother told her. He warned her.
Hmm.
He said, don't you hurt my little brother.
Hmm.
Don't you get my brother in no shit.
Hmm.
You know? And so, anyways, uh, amen. The
Now,
Lord done blessed me with my own shit now.
right now,
And thank the
Paul.
Lord.
Paul came in and added
So that's
again.
why I'm saying, go ahead, Rick. Everybody just and where you go. Go ahead, my man.
No, I was gonna say Paul came in and added again. He said, "I know the feeling of smashing with the stress of other dudes coming home, but that was in my teenage years."
Yeah, right, right. Well, I was a grown man, P. You know, a grown young man, and it was still stress. You know what I mean? You know, you know.
Yeah. Now, Shy, you got anything to add that make the story even more juicier? I know you got something you can add to the conversation about situations like this.
Not really. I'm just trying to say, motherfuckers, nowadays you can't really, smash another dude's shit, cause what I'm saying, when they find out, niggas is, I don't know what the fuck is going on with these new motherfuckers. If there's something in the
Crazy.
water, they'll kill your ass, cause they broad and looking at you, smiling and shit. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like,
Exactly.
especially if you bang them out. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, man, like if your broad is coming to me, man, you don't come to me, come to her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Exactly. And
Mm.
like you said, shot. I didn't mean to cut you. You can keep rolling, but like you said, it wasn't my house. I didn't have to clean it up, but I couldn't
Right.
extend my shit like it normally would get. You know what I mean? You
Right.
know what I mean? You know,
Right.
I put a stunt on my shit so I could get the fuck out of there. You know what I mean? Normally I would have had her
Yeah.
choking. You know what I mean? You
But
dig? But I just had her
I'm
stroking.
gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you a little, speaking of little bit of jizz and shit on the broad and shit, I'm gonna tell you a little story. You know what I'm saying? It was me. Let me see, me and my homeboy. He pulled up. He had this one chick in there and shit, and she had like a little homegirl. So homegirl was playing hard to get, but I was chipping away the ice with the isms and shit. Like, yeah, whatever. So she fell for it or whatever. I brought the other homie over there, but her homegirl, like, yeah, she's like, yeah, I'm feeling him, you know what I'm saying, but. She came out a little lingerie on and shit, and they, you know what I'm saying? And she was all like, yeah, I don't know what's going on with your homeboy. He acting like he's scared. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? So
Mm.
I'm in the other room. I'm in the other room with, with the broad or whatever, and they were over there in her room. So, plus it was my birthday too. You know what I'm saying? So I was getting it in. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
she all like, yeah, throw it on my face. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, wow. Wow, did it? You know what I'm saying? She went in the other room like, look, showing her all the shit on the face.
Mm.
So I'm looking like, damn, nigga, what is you doing, nigga? She got full lingerie on, like little fishnet little thing on. I'm like, nigga, you ain't doing nothing. You like, oh, nah, man, I'm just, nigga, what? Then, like, by about a month or two later, she was like, yeah. She like, yeah, your boy was kind of, little whatever. She like, I was kind of feeling you, though. You know what I'm saying? She like, I used to throw little hints at you and all this. I'm like, damn, like, shit, I don't go for hints, mother. You got to tell me up front.
Right.
You do no fucking cold words and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And we could have had a little three-way going. That nigga could have been recording or something. In the room sleep or something. Shit.
Right.
You ain't want to do nothing. So fuck it. You know what I mean? But you know, shit went past. I was that fine that motherfucker again though.
Right.
But, you know, that just a little bang, you know,
Mm.
real quick. But yeah, but like I was saying though, man, yeah, these dudes nowadays, man, they'll kill you over any fucking thing, man. Like,
My
damn,
bro just winked at you.
kill,
What's that about?
right, you know, kill you and shit, and then they go to jail and get fucked. Nigga, what the fuck is going on? Nigga,
Why that broad is
hard on
still
the
out in the
street,
streets
nigga, got a
getting
pistol.
fucked.
Right, nigga. You was hard as hell out in the streets with a pistol, nigga. Now you ain't got no pistol. You got to use them hands, nigga. You ain't got the hands. Got to use what your mama gave you. Man, you know?
Yeah.
Now the other niggas is using what their mama gave them, niggas. They bending that motherfucker over.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Turned him into a pussy.
You know, back in the days, you know, you used to, you know, bang niggas chicks and shit, but now you can't do that no more.
Right. That's a hazard to your health.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that, man.
That's why we was talking about being careful.
Yep. Careful.
You know?
Don't play on their turf. Play on your own turf. So then it's like, oh, you in the wrong spot talking that huffy puffy shit.
Man or woman. Be careful. You know?
They'll either shoot you or they'll call your job and say that you said some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you know, they call my broad a whore or a slut or something. I'm coming to the job. Nigga, fuck calling the motherfucker. It's good. You know, I'm coming down there like, hey, so what's going on? What, you know what I'm saying? What, you know, you're real, man, but shit, you know? Niggas are so fucking gummy. I'm gonna start calling these niggas gummy bears. You know?
Gummy bears.
Dig it.
All soft and squishy and shit, you know? Fuck it.
That's right.
Yeah. But, you know, everybody do their own thing, and they'll make them like they used to make motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck, like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying? But if it ain't my main chick, nigga, then okay, you know, you good, nigga, go ahead.
Mm.
Niggas are getting mad at you smashing their side chick. Nigga, like, damn, nigga, you like you was official. You know? Yeah, you know. Shit happens, man.
Shit happens.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah, just everybody, like I said, you know, everybody each their own, got their own way of grooving and moving and taking chances and shit.
Right.
But that's a motherfucker just better take heed when he ain't going in his own spot, you know. And even if you are going in your own spot with like you saying, Shad, these motherfuckers can get, you know, a motherfucker could lay for you. You know, oh, you got my broad, huh? You know what I mean? And then you come out the house and this motherfucker trying to ambush you or something. You know, got it in for you because you know she chose to fuck with you. You know what I mean? And it ain't worth all that. You know, going on, bitch. You nothing but trouble. You're a troublesome bitch.
Right. You
You're
like this old bullshit.
You're a troublesome bitch. Your pussy ain't that good. You know?
Then there's another one. I got another thing. I got a little experience on that shit. You know, it was a little broad. I met her. The fuck I meet her when Brookdale was popping. You know what I'm saying? I seen about like, you know, I'm getting at her. She's like, yeah, I'm walking, I'm drying my nails. I'm like, yeah. I'm steady chopping at her, but she wasn't really going. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, you know. You know, like Ken said, nigga, I ain't gonna switch you, nigga, but I'm gonna switch you till I get you, man. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, so I'm like, all right, fuck it, I ain't gonna do shit. So I being a guy downtown. So I seen her walking. I'm like, oh, there she go again. So I'm getting at her again, like, hey, you know, finally got her. Brought her to the crib. You know, did a little bit of her. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me see, like, later on that fucking week, a guy called me and shit, like, yeah, you been fucking my girl and all this shit, but not knowing that the broad done fucked like 5, 6 niggas in that week, nigga. I was just one of them, nigga, but you calling me, you know what I'm saying? And then she fuck around and my guy met her, you know, little, you know, you stay like two doors down from my mom's and shit.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? He had her in the crib. He like, yeah, come check out this little broad I got. I just met her at Walgreens at a job. I'm like, oh, okay. So I go down there, looking in this room and shit. It's kind of dark, but I'm seeing. I'm like, nigga, that was a broad I just had over at the house. Like,
Damn.
and he like, oh, for real? I'm like, yeah, but she was all like, oh, I'm in love with him and all that. I'm like, oh, okay, go ahead. Then find out the broad got pregnant or something. It wasn't me. She was, I strapped up, man. But I don't know about that dude, you know what I'm saying? But for the other 4 or 5 dudes, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, nigga called me like, yeah, nigga, my broad. And then my nephew, nigga, he was cool with the dude's little brother. You know what I'm saying? So dude's little brother was there when dude called me. Nigga, I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? But, whatever, that shit got shit too. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happened. I guess she had a baby and all that shit. But she was a nice little, tall, little tall thing. You know what I'm saying? Thick as hell and all that.
She was a wild child.
The ball, like, yeah, I ain't never came or nothing. So I'm like, well, it's the thing, and I'm gonna look like motherfucker piss in my bed, man.
I'll show you something about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, so.
Hey, but if it's anybody in the comments, hey, the hotline is open. Call if you have an actual question or a statement, anything. You could do that. Or throw something up in the chat. Like you see Paul, he was communicating, voicing that he was in the chat and, that, what we're speaking on is relevant and resonating. So go ahead and just throw it up there. We just been talking about real life situations.
Right. Now, ain't nobody bragging or boasting.
Nah.
Just talking about how to thanking the Lord, how you can move along without getting jacked up totally, and being careful.
Shit, Rick, I'm trying to get to the city, man, pretty soon, man. Do a little, live video live.
Yes, I got all the film equipment ready and waiting for that to happen. As soon as you touch down, let me know. I'll get it all together and we can make this happen.
But little situation I told you, it could be like any day now. So, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Try to wait on that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but, but as soon as that, man, and plus, man, I'll be working down there every fucking weekend and shit, so gotta figure out some time to, even if I gotta, I'm gonna do it on the solo, though. I come down, I gotta cut a couple things back on back from the band.
Couldn't have. Oh,
yeah. So, gotta figure something out, man. We'll click up.
Yeah, we'll put it together like Tetris. We'll make it work
on out.
Right.
Yeah, like boop boop boop. Hey y'all, I'm about to break off though.
All right, famo.
All right, big man. Be cool. Have a good night.
You later on or something. All right. Everything, every situation got a motherfucking got an explanation,
Right.
Nowadays you can't do it like you used to do it like 20, 25, 30 years ago.
No, it's a whole different kind of day now. It's like I see it more and more every day.
It was just cheating.
Right.
They ain't playing by the rules. They ain't played by the rules since motherfucking 97, 98.
For real.
Even then, motherfuckers are still cheating and shit, putting, throwing salt in the game and gold 10 in the ball and all type of shit, man. You gotta figure out something. If you're gonna do it, you better guard it with your life.
Yeah. Amen.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody else come in there yet, y'all?
They're kind of dropping off a little bit. I guess they say, y'all been on long.
How long we been on?
We've been on 100 and 24 minutes.
2 hours.
Mm.
2 hours and 4 minutes.
Damn, that's 2.5, man.
Yeah.
That's all right. Longest time for it's been a while,
Yeah, it's been a while since we got down like
Where's
this.
Lisa? You in there,
I ain't
sister?
seen Lisa Smith. Lisa Smith been in MIA.
What's that stand for?
Lisa
Listen to
Smith,
that.
if you listening, if you catch the playback, hey, hit Reek up. We got to do another one. We got to hit 30 by the end of the year.
For real.
Tony Tone.
Or 30 or 35, because I'm pretty sure we damn near 30.
Yeah, y'all's up there in the numbers on taking over the channel and conducting the conversation.
Yeah.
That's everybody else that didn't come in here, you know, Cadillac J Just, Choice, Black Knight Williams, everybody that usually, you know,
He
chime
came
in.
in?
No,
He
he
came
hasn't. He wasn't in there. I was
Oh.
just saying, you know, if they're catching the replay, you know, y'all
Yeah,
tune.
we'll hit him up, man. We gotta, you got that music thing going on like me, man. We some motherfucking music heads, man.
That's what's
Yeah.
up. But yeah, just let me know as soon as you know the stars and moon line up for you to be in the town, and I'll make sure to bust out them professional cameras so we can, you know, make that happen.
For sure, shit. Well, shit, man, you can come out here, but I know you ain't trying to make that drive, though, you know?
Oh, I had to probably just jump in the Lexus. It get a little bit better gas. I'll roll down there. I'll load it up with the camera equipment.
Yeah, shit. Bring Famo, too. Shit, I mean, he ain't been out here yet. So
Right.
Shit, got a little basement hooked up a little bit, so you can do it in the basement.
Yeah, we'll set it up.
Whatever.
That'll be cool. They love it. Like, oh, now we get to, because they did get to see you, but that was like one time, you know. It still got to happen on.
Well, they saw me in the light that time when you came here and shit. We did a little quick little 30-second little promo type thing and shit.
Yeah, and that, and when you was at the tail that time when you came here.
Yeah.
When we was in my other car.
It was kind of dark. It was kind of dark though, so they didn't really, you know.
Yeah, they didn't get a real good glimpse.
Like that.
Y'all gonna let me come too?
Yeah, you could go.
Yeah, man, you can come, man. Yeah.
My man.
Can't smoke in the house though, but you know what I'm saying. You can come.
I've been done with that, big man. Week for a long time. Ain't I week?
Yep.
Yeah, I left that alone.
You know, pull up some drinks if you're drinking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do it. Just kick back, talk some shit. You know.
Amen.
Yeah.
Get it going.
Yeah, I think do something like that. Bring a nice big fruit platter or something. Eat on some nice fruit and talk some good shit.
Yeah, you know.
That's always good.
Trying to get my hood cooking channel up to, you know, together.
Yeah, it's always good about preparing some dish. Like, hey, you try this? Well, hey, try it with me. Watch what I lay down, and maybe you could lay it down for yourself. And you know, if you got a special lady friend,
crib,
right?
Right. You might even make it a little better. You know, do what you do.
Right.
How many people are staying home right now?
They saying between 3 and 4. You know, Paul, I don't know if you still drinking coffee and getting ready for work or what you doing. I ain't heard nothing from you in the comments. I don't know if you still there, Tony Styles. I'm trying to think who else. And whoever else ain't spoke. I think Robert was in here, but he might have went away when, you know, I dropped his call because he wasn't saying nothing when he called in.
Well, we told him to listen.
Right,
you know,
right.
Just told him to listen.
Yeah, I heard from Lowe. Lowe ain't been on them for life.
No, not recently.
Larry?
Yeah, he ain't been on recently. I mean, some of the earlier ones when I restarted back up with Old School, he came on. But the recent ones, nah. But, you know, how they don't send the notifications. That'd be part of the reason why. I didn't even know y'all was on.
Yeah.
With that being said, I'm glad you came in, Shy. You came in 2 times. You came in from the first time, then you had to go handle business, and then you came back. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, good talking to you, Shad.
Yeah, you too, old school.
You know?
Wait, yeah, next month, man, I'm probably, have a thing for you, whatever, man. Just let me know, whatever.
Okay, now wait a minute. Paul done came in. He said, I keep writing here. I think the comments are hidden. Yeah, they might be playing with the comments like, oh, we can't let all the comments come in because they'll start answering them and they'll keep having a conversation
Right.
going. So, okay, I understand YouTube. You're trying to hate keeping the people that want to
About the truth,
engage. Yeah.
about real live
Oh, yeah,
things.
one more thing, Rick. I was looking on some shit on Facebook, and it was like, when the Will Smith, Chris Rock little shit happened,
Yeah.
they said that like maybe like a day or two after that, everybody was all like, "Oh yeah, this happened, this happened." They said they was doing like the New World Order shit. They had like a meeting and all that shit. That's why they was kept talking about it and all that shit.
Oh, so they had a running distraction so nobody else would be looking up, that situation.
Yep.
Mm, makes sense.
I'm like, man, I just saw it like what last night. I think I'm like, oh shit, what's going on here?
Hmm.
Mm. So I got wake up, people.
Right.
Everything on TV ain't real.
Right.
What was I saying? I said on Twitter a while back. What I say? We got fake shit in the real world, or we got some shit like that.
Yeah. Well, once I get it, like matter of fact, I'm gonna go look at that right now, so then I know right what you said. Let me look. It is okay. I see your comments, Paul. Now on the other side, let me look up this what Shad said, and then I'll read what you posted. Let me see.
I'm thinking this we got fake shit going on in the real world or something like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it to it. Yeah, fake shit going on in the real world. That's what you said.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's real.
Now let me see what Paul done said. Paul done said a bunch of stuff. He said, okay, Paul said, I say record that shit and whilst mind mind fuck you, ask her if she got a man so you have the evidence later if he comes and acts crazy. Okay, so basically he's saying record that and if she tried to switch up, like, no, look, see, this is what I've been doing. She said, y'all wasn't really serious and things like that because you got it all on tape.
Oh, you mean open marriage
Yeah,
and all that
yeah.
old kind of shit? He's right.
But the dude they gonna go with the girl like, oh, she ain't say that and all that
That's why he
shit.
said record it. Like, no,
Evidence.
this is her. This is her. It ain't no
Blackmail.
right.
Yeah.
Then he
Then
said,
he'll probably try to bring some shit up. Oh, we were arguing, and she probably was just mad and all that
Yeah,
bullshit. Like, come
exactly.
on now, man.
then he said I
Hey
also
man,
had
your
a
girl's
girl.
getting dick down, man. So
He said I also had a girl once that used to start shit with people on the bus or on the street just to get my attention and feel protected. I kicked her crazy ass out one night. I don't need negative
right.
vibes. Right.
Amen.
That's another way to get killed. Shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, man.
Fucking with strangers and shit. Come on, don't be doing that kind of shit.
All right.
That's right, brothers.
All right. Mm.
I'm
Yeah,
hungry.
the old school man, yeah, man, they come through, man. Come through, man. Shit, you family, man.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
Yeah. I was
Well,
just kicking it and just saying something, but if Reek bring me, thanks, Shad. Just like I
yeah,
had you
man,
over
it's
my,
all good.
like came over my house and you still welcome to come on back. So
But one thing about my crib, though, man, if you here longer than motherfucking 5 minutes and you get thirsty, just be like, hey, I'm finna go grab something to drink. Don't be like, hey, can you grab me something to drink? Nah, you gotta get yourself, man.
Oh
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
You here longer than 5 minutes. You gotta go ahead and get it. If you feel like pouring a drink, go ahead.
Right
If I got a
on.
beer in there, you want a beer, go ahead and grab it. Just let me know, like, hey, I grabbed a beer. All right, go ahead.
Oh yeah, ain't no thing.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, bro.
Got some wine, you want some wine, go ahead. Do your thing, man.
I hear you.
Because, just don't put your feet on the couch. Man. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's all I ask for.
Ain't no
I mean, I
thing.
got the recliner, you can do it like that, but
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Paul said he hit me up on the other little site and he said I've reported the evidence to YouTube. Hopefully they do something with it. Hopefully, but
Well,
9 times out of 10, they're not gonna do nothing about it. They be hating on my channel bad. I don't know why. Probably because I don't self-edit. And that's what me and Paul was talking about. I was like, well, maybe I need to, stop speaking with certain explicitives. He's like, then you're not really being yourself if you do that. And I'm like, you know what? That's right. You ain't being yourself. I can't say this swear word, and they might think the different way. Nah, if I need to say whatever I need to say,
You gonna say
I'm gonna
it.
say it. But I'm gonna say it where it makes sense. I ain't just saying it.
Being vulgar.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be nothing like that.
what's up with the land of the pharaohs, man? You ain't hollered at him?
It been. I just thought about that. It's been a long time since I had that activated.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I
It
need
just
to.
popped in my head like, damn.
I ain't did because a lot of people are like, oh, Ricky, you must have stopped doing stuff with Ken. No, I just ain't did anything. It's like I say, in Minnesota, we only get a little short time of it being nice. So you trying to get out in the traffic and move around. I still got content. I just ain't never even released yet. I just ain't. It take time to edit them videos. It take time. I'm the only one that do that part of it, and it's time consuming.
I hit a few people on IG too, man, to see if they,
Yeah.
want to do some shit, but ain't nobody really hit me back, bro.
Right, because now it seems like everybody want to do podcasts themselves now. Like, man, I remember before nobody was doing this.
I say one of them, Morris Day, but he ain't really,
I think he do it for fee.
I think, for real.
I think
he's doing like tours and shit too, I think.
It's true. But I think a lot of them, they be trying to act like they don't be asking for money. They be wanting money. I'm like, dude, do you know if I paid you, I'd be talking to you reckless then. I'd be trying to spare people talking to them normal because they doing it for free. But if you saying charge, I'm gonna be talking to you crazy.
Right.
And you're gonna have to eat it.
Oh,
it was somebody else I was looking at too that I was thinking about hitting up, but I can't fucking remember. I don't know. But yeah, I got a few in my inbox is like, hey. People ain't like hitting back. All that shit. Might have to get some emails or something like that.
Yeah.
But shit, I do that.
With that being said, hey, people, be looking out. You never know. It might be an actual video you see with Old School and with Rated Shot. You never know when that's coming.
And Reek.
Me too.
Right.
And Big Man.
Famo.
Yeah, so shit, be looking out for that. Just, to be like live video, just click in.
Right.
Amen.
Actual questions.
Be doing it like we doing it now, what you just see in our face.
Right.
That's right. And hope you like our faces.
Well, if you don't, well, that's...
You don't give a fuck. You don't.
Right.
You know what I mean?
If you don't, fuck it. If you don't like our face, somebody
but
else
I'm sure you will.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You might get that special message from one of your lady friends that like it.
Right,
Oh,
right.
I was watching when he turned you off.
Right. Especially one of them cutie pies, you know? Because we sure gonna be looking for your face. To be watching our face.
Ain't no way, Rick, you can do it on live and then like have somebody call in and then like they face be on the motherfucker too?
Yeah, I have to get that StreamYard to do it like that. If I get StreamYard, then I could do it like that because that's like having a Zoom call.
Oh, okay.
We could do it like that
Do
too.
it like that. That'll be right. You know, have a bunch of faces in the motherfucker. Like, hey.
Right, that'd be cool to have it like that with you and Lisa Smith or something. Going back and forth about shit.
Lisa Smith face, you know?
Right, they love to see all of Lisa Smith. Shoot.
Right.
Ooh, Lisa Smith, you got some.
If you listening, you already know.
You seen her yet?
Yeah. Shapely. Shapely Lisa Smith. Coke bottle Shapely.
Right on.
Where's she from again? She's from
Tennessee.
Chattanooga,
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
She got a couple kids, don't she?
Mm-hmm. A daughter, I think.
With that
Cornbread fed, yeah. That being said, we up out of here. Well, I was gonna say like we stole something, but you know, we
don't steal.
We don't steal. Maybe a motherfucker's mind, but that's about it.
Right. You might steal one of your bras.
Minds and their hearts.
Right.
That's why they love it so much.
Exactly. Steal one of them pretty bitches. You know?
We'll return her after she done had a nice bath, you know. Snap it back.
Good talking to you, Shad.
Yeah, you too, old school. You too, Rick.
All right.
Tell them we about here like 2021.
Right. It's long gone. Bye-bye.
Yeah. I'm finna go get something to eat. Peace and love, bro.
Love and peace.
Yeah.
All right.
Love.
Take care. Everybody too. God bless.